another example of, well, masking tape. That's awesome. Here, why don't you guys come around beside me? You can be close here. So I'm going to move this onto the table. I happen to know the table is clean, so we can do this. But we're looking here. We have absolutely no binding left on the back here. Well, we really have no cover. Same kind of thing, right? This is falling apart. Again, this is an example of why we don't, and this is probably, it is backwards, why we don't do anything to an object that can't be removed long term, right? But in this case, again, I would probably tie this with twill tape so that it's secured together. And if anyone is doing research here, oh, no, you had it right and I have it wrong. This is really falling apart. Anyone who's doing research, I would definitely have some kind of a wedge under, 2 triangular wedges, something to support the binding as I open it. And you'll notice how I opened the page, right? My whole hand is opening the page.
For long-term storage, would you get rid of that masking tape?
You can't take it off without doing more damage than good.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm. It's not going to, it will do more damage than good to pull it off.
Is that a lot of written material on the other side of that cover?
There's pencil in here. I'm just gonna hang that right there. Now, we have that nice storage box. Where's that lovely storage box?
Here it is.
Here's this lovely storage box. It's a little big, isn't it? So for me, if I wanted to make sure that this wasn't sliding around as I'm pulling it off the shelf and putting it on the shelf, I would probably go ahead and put some either
You see those spacers
tape
to your right.
or spacers. And here are some spacers that we can fold and kind of put in here. I'm actually thinking the spacers I might put in that box.
I have more.
I'm not going to put them in, but I'll show you.
Okay.
I'd probably put some tissue or some spacers to kind of give it just a little bit so it's not sliding in here. So think about the size of the boxes. You can buy really standard size boxes and say, most of my books are 8 by 10, 8.5 by 11, and so I'm going to buy a majority of my boxes. I'm going to buy that size, something to hold that. But then I have this weird little bunch of them that are 4 by 6. I may use the same box, but I'm going to put spacers around them so they don't, rustle around in there. Oftentimes, if you buy by bulk, you can get discounts. Do you guys here have like a museum network or a discount on
get
services?
state contract.
State contract, okay. And also check with Lyrasis because we get discounts on archival supplies for members. So that may be another thing. What we've done in Colorado, the Museum and Libraries, or Colorado-Wyoming Association of Museums did a co-op purchasing collaborative. So each year they put out, for the last 20 years, they've put out, what do you guys need this year? I need 400 archival boxes of this size, and someone else will say I need 500, and they'll negotiate a discount and for all member organizations, and then they get a discount on archival supplies. So that kind of thing. Think collaboratively how many libraries need things. If you're buying rolls and rolls of acid-free tissue, but you only need half a roll, does somebody else need it in the area?
That's a great idea.
So that
Yeah, shipping's
collaborative
really
purchasing.
expensive, too.
Shipping can be expensive, right? And collaborative purchasing.
Well, and even